my fellow travelers on this journey we call life. What is the meaning of life?
Welcome, Northern Colorado. Good morning and a good day to you. Today, I absolutely want to give you 5 particular keys to end the depreciation of wealth and the rust that it produces. You can have gold as a hedge fund, and it will absolutely go to rust without these 5 keys. You see, the simplicity of overcoming a recession is you want to overcome the depreciation of high cost. And what you choose with these 5 keys will determine whether you work for your future or against your future. You see, there is absolutely the first key to transfiguring your wealth, coming from somebody that absolutely knows what it's like to endure and succeed during recession. With a budget of nearly $5.5 billion a year to commission the earth, I give you the understanding of the first key. The first key is very simple. It's the transfiguration of authority. When you understand authority, you then understand your rights. And your rights and how you use your rights determines this first key. You got to understand your rights determine the rights of others. If you are a top income maker, you have a privilege to do 2 things: withhold or to give. Withholding is your defense. But if you'd absolutely use your withholding to deny the privilege of others, then others deny the privilege you have as a top income producer. If you withhold too much, which I would call doubly withholding, then you're doubly in defense. And because of that, you cannot go on the offense against the opponents, and you lose your rights. You need a balance of withholding and offensively moving in the direction of investments. If you do not have a defensive and offensive plan, you lose your rights. And that is why billionaires are losing the rights to their banks today. Doubly withholding. Doubly withholding is a very dangerous thing to do. It means that you withhold till you absolutely have depreciated your assets to the point of mendicancy. When you as a top income producer do not give the rights to people in low places take away your rights to what you have. That is why you need a balance. Always start with a good defense. Half your assets are your defense for you and your family and all of your enterprise. And the other half is called the fulfillment of law. Always being on the offensive in a righteous fashion. Giving opportunity to people in low places means the shackles of their pain come off of you, because the shackles of their pain come off of them. So that's how you keep your rights. And if you don't, it is considered a breach of law, meaning policies in higher places will then shackle you and depreciate your assets to the point of the bottom level floor that some people are facing today. Bankruptcy is what it's called. Corruption is what it's called. Now that you know your rights, you can get an education that will absolutely transformatively transfigure your wealth. It's called having purpose for what you have. If you don't have purpose, then you don't have the ability to transfigure your assets, meaning taking something that is doubly withheld, which would absolutely be rust, right? If you had gold that you never used for the benefit of your family and others, then it absolutely would tarnish in the bank, and you would go to the very bitter floor where the homeless dwell, and you would be transfigured into what is called moth-eaten garments. Now, absolutely, if you're a top income producer and you challenge yourself to have a good defense for you in your enterprise, then you would understand you're in a good defense. But if you don't influence the bottom 1%, then you are not walking in a 50-50 relationship with humanity, meaning the people that need to come up are not given the 1% privilege to change their life. 50-50. You can be a billionaire, but be bankrupt. You can be a homeless man, but be very wealthy, all by how you use your keys. Now, I'm going to give you an absolute transfiguration of a lifetime where I walked out of the streets of poverty nearly 20 years ago into a position of a hedge fund manager in a very solvent position to transform the globe in one of the most important places, teaching the children of the earth the very keys that will take them out of poverty as a path of life into a very transformative future, having hope and destiny just like I have had. If you are in a low place, I encourage you to come by and get a free education. Of course, if you're in a high place and get a free education, make a generous donation. These donations will not necessarily benefit me, but they will benefit the children of the earth to have a legacy of free education. Stop by today, www.multiplythefire.com. In the next lesson that you will receive, coming very shortly, is understanding not just authority of transfiguration, but the power to manifest a future that is uncompromising.